A final request. We've got some straw hats to stop. And find my way back out of here. Okay, this is just not an area designed for horse. Okay. This is where the duel happened earlier. Which thankfully became a local waypoint. It was definitely some of the reason why I did it. In addition to just it being one of those major objectives that's kind of worth showing on camera. A sequence of like little boss fights that break up the pacing of this area. With highly variable levels of difficulty, apparently, because that guy just fucking went down. Oh, Kubara. I kept reading it as Kuwabara. Urameshi? That's not as close as I thought it might be. Let's go. Oh, enemies. Never mind. Never mind. Back off the horse. No. All that sword training for decades and it ended like that. Really good that did you, huh? Fuck y'all! Still gotta get used to this new mechanic. I haven't spent a lot of time with it. I've got some sort of charge system where if I kill like essentially if they make the mistake of letting me kill enough of them as I'm infiltrating the camp without getting any fighting back, I can essentially just like fucking start wiping them out. God damn it. Woo! Whoa, I pressed the wrong button. That's what I was going for. Did she survive? I think she died. They're really fixated on her. See, now I've got my demon mode ready. But how many of them are even left? Is that just that one guy? Is it just this one guy? He will rue the day. Ah, they're all dead. It probably goes away now, doesn't it? After this much violence, you definitely start to just wonder, like, who the fuck's gonna be left? Oh, wow. Wow, we going. We are going. Alright, let's try to, at least discover whatever the hell's over here. Just to give me a local waypoint, because there's so many around. It's a fox den. There we go. Alright. Just kidding, bye. I only use you for your waypoints and not because of your quest, haha. Except for later when I come back. But don't tell nobody about that. Hopefully I find a few different spots along the way, because we're traveling a full kilometer. This is the exact thing I try to avoid. Look at that reflection on the water. It's a nice visual. Nope. Why is R2's map to every action? Whoa! Well, this isn't a duel. I think this is the tutorial? I think this is where the tutorial fight happened. This ring. Oops. No, 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 no. I was gonna do this. Fishy. Now catch him in your mouth. Whatever this is definitely a waypoint. Just to pick up along the way so that we can have more efficient travels around here. What a neat looking island. Is it like split halfway down? It's an offering location? Where am I? There's a banner here. There's an offering. Supplies. Is that the path for getting here? Ah. Let's pick this up along the way. Just because we're right here. I guess this shows how far away the offering location can be. Like, look how far away on the map the actual town was. And all the way over there is the offering location, so I guess that explains some of the cases where I've been like, where do I go? Where is the offering? So that makes sense. I'm in the middle of a different objective, so I'm just gonna pick this up for now, so I can fast travel here. There we go. So I was right. Yeah. That's why the training area was so familiar. It is the place from the intro. And hey, I recognized it. That's kind of neat. We're only there for a moment. Oh! Nope. 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 Bye-bye. See you later. See ya. Bye. Nope. I'm not doing this. I accidentally used up a lot of my meter. I did the triple thing. It's funny, but during fights I kind of flub sometimes which button is the throw kunai button. So I have this dumb habit of like kind of tapping like left and right bumper to be like, just one of these throws kunai, just do it. But now I can't. I have to be more conscious about the idea that like, I'm pretty sure left bumper is, since left bumper is block and counter. It must be right bumper that throws kunai. I've had this bad habit. I have to stop it now because now if I ever press left and right bumper at the same time, then we activate the use 3 of your bars super attack, and that's a finite resource you don't want to waste. It's tied to your healing, in addition to all of your other abilities. Oopsie. I think he's alerted but doesn't actually know where I am. I can work with that. Awkward. Awkward. Sup? Hey guys, you seem chill about all this, honestly. Does he see me? Still unclear. Hey guys!
お主、宿の者か。人違いかと。浪人は東へ向かいました。東とは川沿いの崖だと言っておりました。あそこだろうな。お主は2をまとめて逃げろ。
That might look really neat in Kurosawa mode, or completely stupid. Because it'll be completely lost on them if it just like, because it's a color-based change, but that's a mode about being black and white. So it might be completely lost on them visually and not really look cool at all, or it might be the only time the game has color, which would be kind of interesting. If you're playing the whole game in black and white, and then it switches to like the boom. Like suddenly the screen's red, it's like, oh, fuck. You're all fucked. It's like a reverse Kill Bill. Where in the first Kill Bill movie, the big violent scene happens with the Crazy 88. I mean, it's a movie of violent scenes, but the one where with many, many, many deaths, the screen turns black and white, and that's the only part. And supposedly it was really as somewhat silly as the idea of like, the rating for the movie was lowered if you make the screen turn black and white during the part that's full of tons and tons of blood, because it mutes the color of the blood, I guess. Which, I don't know, it's been repeated enough that it sounds true, but it also sounds absurd. We like nearly discovered several things around here, huh? Where did I leave my horse? It's just slightly frustrating to narrowly miss that many interesting spots. So let's just pick one of them up real quick. There we go. You want to have a decent little like grid of fast travel spots on your map. So when I look at my map and I see a bunch of question marks, I'm like, oh fuck, I just slightly missed that many of them. Let's pick them up. Oftentimes your objectives are just a little village spot that isn't a real village. Like, it's not a story, but it's not a village you can use mechanically as a village. And so like that random house is often not a place you can travel to. Hello. It's a nice visual. Sup? Who's next? Who's next? You're behind me? Wow. Anyone else even know I'm here? Huh. Well, that the Ronin have really reduced as a threat lately. I guess I can't pick up the shiny arrow. One moment, please. Oh, that's the... Oh, I misjudged which direction was the front.
もう安全だ。助かりました。よくぞあの浪人ども。宿の女に頼まれて参った。奴らの中には槍川家の老頭もおりました。反乱の残党か。民を襲うとは落ちたものだ。近くに友がおります。平助と清次郎、それと喜三太です。良いことを聞いた。殺された仲間を弔った後、どこかへ逃げろ。
I read it as Kuwabara again. I can't be stopped. I'm unstoppable. That's a crowd. What? That missed. My shoulder switched. I keep forgetting which stick you click for slow mode and which one you click for changing your shoulders. Hi guys. I've got bad news for you. More bad news, I'm afraid. Additional bad news. Apologies. Nothing but bad news, really. Hi. You're still gonna stick this out, huh? Just hoping for the best. Man, I just don't get hit. Only auto loot was the thing. I wonder if the people that complain about The Last of Us being about, from their estimation, like 80% walking around looting things is so boring. I wonder if people felt that about this, because I feel it more here. It might be because it's not a survival horror game, so the loot is way less consequential. I just know that I need to constantly be looting because eventually I'll afford an upgrade once every few hours. But it's just so much like spam of loot just randomly around the environment, for like nonsensically mostly, because I might eventually get a bit of an upgrade and then that upgrade I won't really appreciate because it'll be like, one of your things got a little more numberier. Now your sword does 14 damage instead of 13 damage, or whatever the meter implies, because they use meters so you don't get numbers, but they're still numbers. But like, since the games are so often contrasted against each other, I just can't help but notice that this, like, people are like mad that that game has dog killing, but this game has dog killing, and people are mad about that game having too much loot. But this game has way more loot that's placed even less meaningfully. Like, I just ran around like a lunatic, and it's like, this doesn't add to the experience. In The Last of Us, it's at least a game about resource management, so that it's like playing Resident Evil, where you need those resources, you better keep an eye out. Because how well you're managing your resources is core to the whole experience. But these aren't even like real resources, these are just like background meta progression systems for your level up's progress, which makes them even less interesting.
俺のことより宿へ急いでください。妻が切られたんです。話したぞ。それで最後まで案じておった。そんな、なんてことだ。敵は討ち取った。もう傷つくものは出ないだろう。ありがとうございます。死んだ妻に別れを告げるため宿に戻ります。
For me, I just can't help but think like the stakes are missing. Like, you're like, oh man, I didn't check that room closely enough, so I missed out on that one grenade that could have saved my life in the next combat encounter or whatever. Instead, this game's like, just run around, grab a bunch of bamboo and some supplies. Then later on, you'd be like, wow, eventually all those bamboo and supplies like built up to something. Hooray! And that's basically it. And you just kind of loop that a whole lot. Like, instead of having me run around like that and pick up weird pieces of supplies, and in many cases, somewhat contradictingly, like, I basically loot the houses of the people I'm saving, and it like doesn't paint the character well, so it kind of doesn't mix well with the narrative either. Instead, they could just give me my rewards. Like, hey, you cleared this camp, and then the side of the screen is just like, boop, 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 boop. Here's the rewards for clearing the camp. Here's some bamboo, here's some yew wood, here's some leather, here's some iron, here's some supplies. It's just like a collective thing, like the way that it does when you finish quests. Like, you could just get some supplies whenever you do big tasks. And maybe when you kill enemies, it just be like, ah, 2 arrows, ah, 3 kunai. We have to walk around and manually loot every single enemy nearby, and then also manually loot the entire environment and kind of run around for a while. And you do that in Last of Us, but in The Last of Us there's stakes. So like, you finding that stuff is a gameplay mechanic built around that affects your survival. So being consistent and looking around the environment is part of it. It's like, that's skill you're working on. Not to mention that the environment itself is paced in a way where it's like, okay, between each encounter there are going to be this many places where I could get resources that can keep me alive, whereas in this game there's no pacing. The moment you finish a scenario, you can just wander around the giant open void and do any objective in any order, and also just wander around and collect stuff for no reason, just wherever you feel like. So there is no like pacing of like, okay, I need to gear up before the next encounter with the bad guys, because it's not a linear game. So it's like a different version of like grinding. I'm not super sure how to get down from here. I think we're on the right path. Sup? Ah, I missed it. Ah, I missed it. You hurt my horsey. Fuck you. Fuck you, asshole. I'm thinking about this in part because I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. And it's kind of interesting to just kind of consider, like, oh, you just, in many cases, you just don't loot. Like, you just go through the encounters and you fight stuff, and then items just kind of make their way into your inventory. And you don't have to, like, manually wander around and fiddle around and loot. It's like, oh, why do we loot in games that aren't survival horror games? World of Warcraft has like an identity crisis on this topic. where it kind of doesn't know what to do with itself. Because in World of Warcraft, they want you to loot every corpse manually, but you can put on auto loot AoE so that you can make it so that you'll loot everything nearby all at once, and you can make it so that when you right click something, it'll automatically pick up everything off their body without having to click each item individually. Those are all settings, but you never get to go away and stop looting altogether. But if you ever don't loot something, then it shows up in your mail, so they give it to you anyway. So like the whole, it's so strange that they're like 1 foot into the pool of doing away with looting, but not quite. Which, like, doing away with looting is not to be confused with doing away with items and getting items from combat encounters and so on. It's just the act of looting. Having to look around and scour the environment, be like, am I missing anything? Did I kill a guy over there? Because, like, you presumably don't always want to be looting during the fight, because it's like, you want to focus on the fight. But then when you finish the fight, like, then you have to remember where every single guy died, and then also scour the entire environment for every piece of loot that might be around. I'm diverting from, like when I walk around with my dudes and they're talking and narrating at me, instead of staying in the moment and walking with them, I keep diverting off the path to loot wood. Because it's like, oh, I might need that. And it's like, is that adding to the experience? Is that really an ad? I question whether that's improving the game in any way.
この像、異像が掘ったものだな。
猛虎は父を殺すだけでは足りず、その傑作を汚しました。
お主は息子か。あやつの新作は二度と見られぬのだな。
この像は元に戻せます。そのためには道具がいるのですが、猛虎に乗っ取られた家にあるのです。
俺が取ってこよう。異像の無念を晴らしてやらねばな。
ありがとうございます。道なりに進めば我が家があります。もし猛虎がいたら。
分かっておる。
Let's take a look at these statues. Oh, that's not great. The arm's gone. That's like a lifelong commitment, isn't it? That kind of statue. I think that's the entrance to one of the shrines. Not friends. Hi guys. Fuck you. Whoa. Oh my fucking god. We haven't quite seen it used at that kind of range before. Are you the guy inside the house that I seemingly went after at the end? Ah, shit. Didn't quite dodge that as intended. All better? Hang on, engaging in the meta progression, BRB. This area is relatively sparse.
伊蔵殿、無事であったのか。猛虎に殺されたと聞いたが。
息子からか。
お連れしよう。
いいえ。わしが生かされてるのは猛虎の武将に腕を認められたからだ。
お主の掘った像はいたずらに破壊されておるぞ。
わしの作品を不備来に献じたいと言われてな。断れるものか。
荷をまとめついてこい。
どの像が壊されてしまった？
道沿いの菩薩像だ。
あれは息子が生まれた時に彫ったもの。つまらん不出来の像だ。
そうだろうか。
いおりはできた息子だが、芸を見る目は養ってやれんかった。
お主がどう言おうと、あれより立派な像は櫛にないぞ。
櫛とな。大元国の広さを知らんわけではあるまい。
お主が求めるのは名声か。
攻めるか。誰もがクロードを敬い崇めてるぞ。
民のため戦うからだ。
なるほどな。己の務めと己の道を天秤にかけたことがないのだろう。
こっちだ。
Already got everything there. That statue was to honor my son's birth. It's not my best work. I'll show you quiet. Ah, fuck. Hi, guys. Oh, I didn't even kill him. Shit. Scared these guys, though. We good? Is he alive here? Oh.
よりなんとひどい。
お主の像を守ったのだ。
息子の命と比べたらこんな像など。
息子を思うなら父として像を修繕してやれ。
すまんな、より。
We really don't like accomplish anything in some of these missions. Like, it's not a situation where, like, we stand by the son to help him defend the statue and then find out that his father maybe betrayed, like, the background behind why he cared about the statue and so on. Like, there's not a bunch of, like, beats to the story. It's just immediately find out, oh yeah, the son's dead. Anyway, never gonna talk to this character again. Whoop. I don't know, some of these missions just come and go very, very quickly. Like, so quickly they don't really get a chance to leave much of an impact. Which is weird, because, like, that one had so much setup with, like, they made the whole statue and everything, and, like, they put a lot of work into elements of that mission. But it was so brief. An immediate... it's like a tragedy that's pulled off so quickly that you almost don't have a chance to process it, really, or feel anything about it. Likely featuring characters you'll never see again. And then you just move on. It's like, oh, okay. Well, that was that. We're gonna do one of these. Ooh, what's that? This is another one of the farms. That should give me one of those keys. With the big sacred armor. And if we're lucky, let's see. This might even be the last one. I've lost count. Oopsie. Awkward. Hi. Please don't kill the hostage wherever they are. Where's... Shit. There we go. Shit. Alright, well, I fell apart. Yeah, I can't. Just go ahead, dude. I can't heal. Well, that dog fucked things up. Ah. Right. What is our objectives again? That was like 4 or 5 of them. Defend the hostages, rescue the... That's the same objective. Okay. Kill the Mongol guards at the station, assassinate the enemy from above. So just kill them and rescue the hostages. Those are the objectives. There's only 2 objectives, really. One of them's just a different phrasing of the previous objective, while another one of them just is the side thing. Hi. Oh. Better. Cool, no one noticed. He'll never get me now. Oh fuck. He got me now. Alright, well. Why did he put his weapon away? Ow. Good camera, helpful camera. Uh-oh. How did I miss that? Oh, I got that guy too. Oh, shit. Camera, come on. Try to put the enemy on the screen. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. They're going to put their metal in you. Aw. That's it. No, this is a different building structure. Yeah, there's often stuff worthwhile in the under area. I'm sorry, on the second floor, I mean. I was definitely hoping for more than just some supplies. Really? He was not going down. Bye bye, doggy. Uh-oh. No. 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 Get off the debris. There we go. It's not the time to be stuck on terrain. Dog, have you not noticed me? The dog just wasn't attacking me, and I genuinely don't know what was happening with the AI. Hi. These people are just fucking hanging out. Not even reacting to like the mayhem breaking out around them. Which one of you is the person to rescue? Oh, they're gone? This guy's still here. Wait, was there even a guy to rescue? Somebody had, yeah, somebody had the execute icon on them. Like he was gonna go get the guy. Who is he gonna go get? I'm not sure. One of you guys? Who did I save from being executed? Guys, I would go a little further. This place is full of Mongols. You should probably be going like off into the woods. Yeah, it's like rescue 1 of 3. I have no idea who I... Wasn't one of my objectives to kill the Mongols? That objective seems to be gone. But they're still here? What am I misinterpreting here about that mechanic? Whoops. I mean, about that objective. Hi. How you feeling? Hey guys. All better? They couldn't see me, which is weird. Maybe it's because their head couldn't see me? Like, does the fact that there was a tarp at head level mean that they, like, were blind? Like when you put a bucket on somebody's head in Elder Scrolls? Alright, that's 2 down. Maybe when they said defend the civilians, they just meant that one group of enemies. Like that one group I cleared out and then all the civilians ran away. Like, is that a different objective that's like similar to rescue the hostages, but for some reason sort of coded and written differently? Because functionally it's the same. You come into a group of enemies, kill them all, and if one of them tries to kill the hostages, you stop them. And all the same icons happen. But then maybe they just run away instead of being rescued at the end? Kind of unclear. But that might be why there was objectives that sound like it was just the same objective, but phrased differently. They might have had this whole encounter that's coded differently. Where the hostages instead just run away when you clear out the enemies. But then they mix the 2 objectives into one camp. Where they're bordering on indistinguishable from each other. Fuck that guy. And that guy. And that guy. Honestly, no. Just run. Go. Coast is clear. Go that way. Alright, I'll go get this guy that doesn't even know that this is happening right now. So you feel safe. Oh, see, now he noticed. See, you had your chance to not get noticed, dummy. There we go. That's what happens if you don't listen to me.
畑を失ってしまうかと思いました。
鍵は猛虎に奪われたのか。
いえ、お持ちください。これで猛虎はもう何も奪えません。
鍵は揃った。鎧は赤島にある山の上だったな。
Do I actually have all of them already? Shit. Woo. I do like that little poof when you liberate certain locations where it pushes the fog back and gives you a bunch of question marks. Well, seems we're ready. Yeah, I think we might have actually got them all. So I guess it's somewhere around here. Collections? Satchel? No. Artifacts? Key items? Yep, 6 keys. Boom! There we go. Alright, well I guess we'll find out about that next time.